Alright, what is up? I just walked out to the garden and the stream cut out. But let's continue with this install, shall we? Now, emulating EFI was no success, so we're gonna try and install it the old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned way, what the heck is that? Send that out, roll out Linux, let me just pull up the guide, see what we gotta do next. I think they do their connection to internet, confirm that. They update the system clock, partitioning the disks. And after partitioning the disks, they're gonna, let's have a little look. Partition disks, example layouts, UEFI, BIOS with MBR, master boot record, that's just a swap, and a Minty file. Root. That's gonna be root. More than 512 megabytes for the BIOS. Well, no, swap. How much for the BIOS then? They're gonna format them to ext4, make a swap file. After they're done, they're gonna make a boot file with the MK file system FAT32 and then make an EFI system. We're gonna do BIOS because ours doesn't emulate EFI. They're going to mount the files. First they're going to mount root, then they're going to create a directory called EFI system partition, make directory, Minty boot, then they're going to enable the swap with swap on, and then they're going to do install mirrors, probably reflector, here reflector, choosing something more recent, most recently synchronized HTTPS. Then they're going to install the base and Linux firmware with Minty on Packstrap. So Packstrap is what's going to install the essential packages. Then they're going to generate a file system tab using genfs tab, and they're going to write that to Minty etc fs tab, and then they're going to arch chroot and do some time zones, the hardware clock, locale.gen, locale-gen. Then they're going to do network configuration, set a host name, initial RAM file system with MK and PTO, and then set a root password, and then they're going to install bootloader and reboot. And then post installation, we're going to grab a desktop, probably XFCE or Wayland or even GNOME. So yeah, that's what we're going to do in this little stream. And after that, we're going to grab some tools like John the Ripper, Metasploit Network, Metasploit, or we'll leave it at that. We'll see how we feel. So yes, let's go up a little bit. Yeah, we'll probably start right there. So we are right here. Our dash is still loading. For Wi-Fi, authenticate to the wireless network using IWCTL. For mobile wide wireless network modems, connect with MMCLI utility Ethernet WLAN interface. It should work automatically. Let's ping my website. Make sure we're connected. Insert the now. Let me see. That looks good. 65 milliseconds away. That is working just fine. Now, time and date CTL, and partition the disks. Let's see, that's running. So that time 12 is actually not correct. We're gonna have to change the time zone to GMT +1. We're gonna do that post installation because that's not of it's not a priority right now. So let me check what we got. We have, let's have a look. Screen is a little bigger than I can display, so let's go full screen. Oh, So what's happening is the bottom of my screen is not showing. Just wonderful. See, you can fix that somehow. Still the same problem. It's not showing. We're at the bottom of the screen, so we just have to keep it at the top of the screen, I guess. Very primitive, I don't know, like that. The bottom of the screen is not being rendered or not being shown. So we have this 20 gig and this 700 megabyte installed thing, and then we're gonna format all these disks. One partition for the root, one for the UEFI and EFI system. The following partitions are required for a chosen device. So at least 300 if multiple kernels will be installed, then no less than 1 gigabyte. So let's create Minty boot. MK directory. And I is really hard to press. Minty and then boot. So we created that, and we're gonna do a little file systeming. Dev SDA. Gonna create a new partition, primary, first sector that, and then plus 1 gigabyte. G. There we go. And then a new file system on the primary on the second. There's the start sector, and the last sector is going to be the very last. Type Linux of size that much gigabytes. Now let's change the type of the first one, and we're going to list all of them. I need BIOS. So that is going to be probably fat, I think. So in the right column we should see it. GPT. Let me see. Where is the right file system for that one? It's gonna be BIOS. So FAT32, I think. OB. Windows 95 FAT32. I think that's what we need. 0B. FAT, and then type 2, which is gonna be, let me see, Linux extended. It's 83. Change that to 83. Let's write those changes, and there we go. Let's check. -L. And we have one for our boot. It's 1 gigabyte, and then 90 gigabytes for Linux. Perfect. We're going to format them all. So our secondary partition, which is our root, once we create each new create was format and pro file system, mkfs.ext4 dev, and then the root partition, mk file system.ext4 dev sda2, and then what's the options? sda2, yeah. So let's write that, make that file system. There she goes. mkfs.fat, and the flag 32 dev sda1. Let's see, did we do that correctly? We did do that correctly. Let's format that. That worked perfectly. Now we're gonna mount them. So first we're gonna mount root to Minty. Mount dev sd1 to Minty. There. Then we're gonna swap on. No, we don't have swap file. You know what? Let's make this secondary partition a little bit smaller to create a little bit of swap space. SDA. This is currently used for partition, probably a bad idea. It's recommended to mount all file system and swap off for all solid partition on this disk. So that then unmount dev or minty. Unmount that and then run this again. Let's delete file partition 2. 2 has been deleted. Create a new one. Primary. There. So let's do plus 17 gigabytes. There you go. Remove that signature, sure. Create a new one, primary, and it's gonna be the third, I think. That sector there. 2 gig swap we've created. So let's do type of the secondary. We want that to be Linux, so 83, and then type of the third, and then list swap. Where can we find swap partitions? Linux swap 82 Linux swap. Let's drop the table. No, that's not what I wanted. And for help, list all known, so L. That's not what I wanted. I need to see the table. Verify the partition table. No error detected. Print the partition table, P. That was it. P. Okay, so now you have 1. FAT32. Secondary is our root. Dev SD82 is our root. SD83 is our swap. Perfect, let's write that. I don't think we touched the first one. So let's write it. There we go. I don't think we touched the first partition. What we can do is mkfs make file system dot ext4 dev sda2 make mfs. Yes, there she goes. Then the swap mk swap dev sda3 mksap, no mkswap, of course. There. Now I think we can get to mounting stuff. So let me see. Our root gets mounted to Minty. Mount dev sda1 to Minty. That's our root. And we're gonna mount dev sda2, which is a root partition, to, let's see, to boot, Minty boot. Yes, correct. I think that's it. So if I system partition to boot. Oh wait. Our root is not dev sda1. Made a tiny bit mistake. We'll fix that. Mount is that mounted? So that one is mounted to Mint, but it should be mounted to minty.boot. Dev, what's that? SDA1. I'll mount that as bulk again. It's unmounted. Let's mount dev SDA2 to Minty, and then let's mount dev SDA1 to minty.boot. Under boot, is boot not there anymore? Make directory minty boot. Then mount dev SDA1 to Minty boot. There, and then we're gonna swap on dev. Oh, we have to make swap still. Did we make swap yet? dot bash underscore history. Let's have a look. Wait, come on, where is it not? Okay, unfortunate. Let's go with this. MK swap SAT. So let's do swap on then. Swap on dev SDA3. Now let's confirm it. ls book. Yes, so first of all is our boot partition, then our root, and then we have a swap on the third partition, which is 2 gigs. Perfect. Now we're going to use Reflector to do the right thing with jigs. So let's curl on cheat.sh. That's a website for it's a website to get little help menus. Let's see, so it's gonna be reflector -- sort by rate, and then our country Netherlands -- latest 10 save to Etsy pacman.d mirror list. Now it's gonna run for a little bit. It's gonna rate all the mirrors based on country, and it's gonna be sorted by rate. There it goes. We don't have the verbos, or otherwise we'd see each test he does, but that gets a little messy on screen, so we're doing it like this. After that's done, we're gonna go pack strap it. Base, Linux firmware, but we're gonna pack strap it with a couple more. Arch Linux, Arch Linux, pack strap, BIOS, install. So what packages do we need to BIOS install it? Let's have a look. Minimal Arch Linux install. Is it going to be install script, or is it going to show us what pack strap we need to strap it to? Full disk LVM on Lux. Let's see. So boot, partition, swap. SD1 is going to be swap. Create boot destination. Well, no, that's not what I need. Create this layout, yes. I mean, encrypting is good to learn and everything. Base devil, syslinux, Linux firmware, and then vim and git. It's almost the same, I think. Base devil, syslinux, and Linux. That's all we need. So we're gonna pack strap the K flag. Is gonna be initialize an empty pacman keyring, and the target implies -g. So -k, and then we're gonna do the packages, which are gonna be base devil, and syslinux. Base development, and syslinux. This is Linux and Linux firmware. Is it like that, or is there a dash in between? Hello? What's up? Oh, what's up? Je dude. Oh, oké, wacht, moet ik even stream afsluiten. Ik was eigenlijk bezig, maar...
Ga je doen?
Ja, dat is VM.
Wat?
VM.
What's that?
Arch Linux. Maar je wilt gamen?
Ja.
Oké. Kan ik alleen dit installeren en dan gaan?
Hoe doe je dat?
Ik weet niet, 2 minuutjes. Ik kan hier naast me op bed komen zitten als je wil.
Nee.
Oké.
Hoe naar naartoe ga je?
Ja, is goed.
Dan de kamer, ja?
Yep. So the laptop's owner wants their laptop back. I'm just gonna pack strap it and then we'll stop the stream because he needs his laptop back. Base is not a directory. We have to set it to Minty, of course. That's gonna be a root. Right. I misspelled this. To Minty. No, I should run. So that is going. Generate the pack my keyring from master key. It's running. This install is basically going. There it goes. Two megabytes per second. 3 times. Let's see what to do after that. Install the syslinux bootloader, syslinux install update IAMC Minty. Edit the config bootloader to support crypt LVM. We don't need to use that. Pen lines. And generate FS tab using UUIDs as a representation. Okay, and then tune the system and do minimal config. So he's gonna do locale gen. Set host name, key map, fonts. Initialize CPIO, support AXT LVM2, and we don't need that, only AXT4. AXT4. And then edit. We'll use the following set commands. Regenerate, initialize our D image. Pac-Man-S Intel U-code, that's what we need for the BIOS Intel U-code. Not AMD U-code because it's Intel system. Then set a password, create a homer with a user with home directory, and he's gonna edit sudo is using vim to allow sudo users of the wheel group to have sudo rights, and then reboot and begin installing whatever's. Very good. This is now running. It should do. Just move my head up there so this is visible, becomes visible. So I should go up there. Oh, what the heck? That's not what I wanted. Should go up there. I can actually see the system. See how the other install guide does this. The official Arch Linux one. FS tab, crude, time zone, hardware clock, localization. network configuration, the host name, init ramfs, and the root password, and then the bootloader. If you have an Enojoy, enable microcode updates in addition and reboot. We got Vim too, right? Mm, 16% memory, 44. $93 152, 193 152. Installing archlinks-qray. It's not showing the very bottom of the screen.
Klaar?
Ja, is bijna klaar. Wat ga je spelen?
Huh?
Je hebt toch je PlayStation?
Ja, maar wanneer?
Mag je maar een half uur per dag?
Een uurtje. 2 uurtjes per dag.
Oh joh, dat is fucking weinig.
Nee.
Beter gaan ze niet zo kut doen als ik mijn PC hier heb. Sommige mensen mochten gewoon unlimited gamen hier, hè, vroeger.
Ja, ik ook, ja.
Maar nu hebben ze echt van die kutregels overal.
Nee.
Echt crap, man.
Is het klaar?
Ja, hij is gaande, maar...
Klaar is? Niet zo.
nog 5. 44, gaat wel snel.
Nog 5 wat? 5%?
Ja. Oké, is hij klaar?
Hij kan wel op Windows ook nog, hè?
Nee, dit is gewoon een VM, dus hij is nog op Windows. Kijk. Zie je? Het is gewoon Windows. Maar hier, deze virtual machine. Ben ik bezig. Snap je?
Nee.
Kijk, weet je toch een virtual machine?
Nee.
Weet je toch wat een VM is?
Nee.
Het is gewoon een computer in jouw computer.
Nee. Dat wist ik niet.
Ah. Maar in ieder geval, dat is dit. 19 van de 14 nu. Maar op zich kan je hem nu al gebruiken, maar dan moet ik gewoon in stream stoppen.
Ja, doe dan.
Oké.